Target 8 has been busy digging into the dealings of a man accused of using religion and false promises to lure investors.
Fuller Life Center is supposed to help senior citizens stay in their homes, but investors say the business is failing and their money is gone.
They turned to Target 8 investigator Henry Erb to blow the whistle.
The Fuller Life Center building on 44th Street stands empty. The business evicted, its stuff seized to cover a court judgment. Former associates say its founder tried to convince them that they were on a mission from God.
He would say, "You are giving and providing to us because God told you to."
Senior counselor Margaret Freund said she originally believed the man behind Fuller Life Center, Andrew Carl Klock, was trustworthy.
He quoted scripture constantly.
Fuller Life Center was supposed to help senior citizens with declining health to stay in their homes by remodeling them.
The mission is exactly what I love.
That, she says, was enough for her to work at Fuller Life Center for a year and a half without pay and loan the company more than $200,000. Money she says Klock said he'd repay.
The idea that we'll have this paid back to you before the next bill is due. Said that every month. Never happened.
In the year and a half she was with Fuller Life Center, she says they worked on only 3 projects and left people hanging on a remodel job for a quadriplegic woman.
Didn't pay the workers and didn't pay the bill on the supplies for the condo.
You put in, how much did you put in?
$50,000.
And other people were putting money in?
Correct.
Where'd it go?
Very good question.
Scott Bottriff says he already did the kind of remodeling work that helps senior citizens stay in their homes. He says Andrew Klock convinced him and other contractors that if they put money into Fuller Life Center, it would generate jobs for them.
We can earn a living in a way that can be of help and service to others.
Target 8 investigators found that Andrew Klock has a criminal record, felony burglary, misdemeanor larceny, misdemeanor child abuse, and at least 9 civil court judgments in 3 counties for money owed in the last few years.
And Andrew was taking advantage of people who were being there for the right reason.
But Andrew Klock says all the allegations are false and that his accusers have a hidden agenda to discredit Fuller Life Center and him personally. He would only respond to our questions in writing. Klock says Scott Bottriff and Margaret Freund are trying to sabotage Fuller Life Center while secretly utilizing his business model for their own gain. Bottriff says he's been in the business for a decade and that if anything, Klock learned the business from him. Klock won't say how many projects Fuller Life has done. He says it's more than 3, but fewer than expected. Klock wouldn't reveal the total amount of money Fuller Life got from people or how much he's paid back. He says all financial agreements are being honored. Klock admits that he promised to repay Bottriff his $50,000 and says he's been making payments since last July, but Bottriff says those payments stopped in March. Klock claims he never borrowed $200,000 from Margaret Freund or agreed to repay that amount, but he says he has reimbursed her several times, including $500 a month payments since last August. Freund says he did pay back about $20,000, but that his monthly payments stopped in February. She says she has witnesses to his promise that he would pay her back and has filed suit to try to recover her $200,000. She says it's not just about the money.
I ended up at the heart doctor because of it. I ended up in an MRI because of it. My health just totally deteriorated.
And Scott Bottriff says he's not trying to sabotage Fuller Life Center, but went public because
we want people to know so that they will not get drawn in and deceived and put their money in.
In Kent County, I'm Target 8 investigator Henry Erb.